Good morning, March 20th, Wednesday, 2024. Right, let's jump right into it. BTC. Um, I prefer not to have to talk about BTC every day, but I need to make sure people know what I was doing. Okay, first up, I bought IBIT on the launch of the ETF, and then over the past few weeks, I have almost double up my position on multiple buying, trimming, adding, trimming situation, right? So I almost double up, and for a while I had my stop up here. And then ever since Bitcoin moved into this range, especially on this breakout, I moved my stop with the 20 MA. And the 20 MA violated. So I got stopped out of half of my position. The stop was on half of the position. So basically, I still have almost as many share of IBIT as I did at the IPO. Okay, so not a big deal, but it was worth trimming, take the profit, lock in the profit. Now what? I do have order to reacquire all of those shares and more down here, right? So if it does not violate 59,000, I will buy the dip into the 60s, the low 60s, 61, 60, 59, 58. Well, 59, not 58, because if you get below 58, then, well, another stop will kick in and I'll be all out, right? Because I want it to stay in this zone. But that's it. I think Bitcoin, need to digest this big move. It was a huge move. Come on, you can't have a 50% move in less than a month and think that it's okay. The expectation of people is absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, it's boggled the mind to think that people think, oh, 50% move in a month is nothing. Whatever the crypto boys want to tell you about God candle and whatever. Okay, stay within TA sanity. All right, let's move on. PANW. I'm liking it here. In fact, I bought my first share yesterday at 280 on a dip, and I will add. It's the channel low is here, right? There has been a very nice looking channel. Sure, it violated the channel, came right down, violate the channel for that one nasty day, bounced off the 200, came up, check back, right? That was an insane move too, to see PANW go from 265 to 320. Yeah, that's a huge range. And now it's back. What I have put spread way down here, 265, 260 down here. That if it expire Friday, depending on where the stock is by Friday, then I will reload for next week. But to me, adding share down here between 280 and 275 is something that I would look to do. Snow, nice reversal yesterday. Now, did I add to snow? No. Did I have put spread in snow? The answer is yes, but my put spread is below 145. Okay, I'm using this gap fill here. I had this alert set up at 150.85. That's the gap fill. It can still happen. Okay, I thought for sure yesterday with this nasty move early that it's gonna get there, but it basically, you look at the one, see, it opened nasty, and then it rise the rest of the day, even after hours. So, okay, so we'll see. It, I'd be much more bullish on snow. If it can get back into what was support, hopefully it can break this, get back into above that, and then it can run again. But for now, I don't mind selling put spread down here below the gap fill. Okay, even owning 100 share outright down at this level, it is a good risk and reward play. Z scale. No doubt, I'm not playing above the 200-day moving average, right? It's rising, and right now it is right at the key support. All right, I wouldn't say key support, but it is confluence of a level of support. Basically, it was a gap up, so you get this small gap up right here, and then the check back, right? So if it keeps falling, I'm not buying share. Why? It's falling out of channel, right? So I'm trying to be more disciplined when something fell out of a channel until it show me something that it has stabilized. Then I'm not touching it, because when you have something falling out of a rising channel, right? What you need to see is some kind of movement to establish a new direction, whether it's sideways or whether a new downward channel and channel low is reached. So whatever that is, it needs to show. So I'm just gonna potentially try something here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, for example, let's say you draw something like that. Let's say these scales keep on coming down, right? And it breach this, and it stops somewhere here. Then potentially that could be the down channel low, and then it bounce. But until we know where it bounced and reverse, we can't draw that downtrend yet. Okay, so for now, that's what I think about Z scale. If I was gonna play put spread below the small gap fill, even that might not be safe enough, right? Because that's just the way it is. Last is the best of the bunch. Snow, not snow. I did snow already. Best of the bunch is crowd. Crowd, okay. Nasty earning day. What a pop. Prior to earning day, you had this checking back, testing the 50 MA, and then on earning day, after hour, and the next day, what a pop. All-time high, and then what a reversal. Goodness, right? You're talking about a 10% range plus move, and then ever since then it struggled, and then yesterday it almost tests the 50 MA again. So would I buy? I'm going to set my alert here. Okay, it's very close. Dip buy? Maybe. Okay, maybe. What I would do though is, if this happened, I'm more inclined to sell a put spread below. How far? I don't know. It's gonna, the highest put spread I would sell with CrowdStrike would be something like a 280, 270. Okay, 280, 270. This way I'm using the ref low as my last line of defense. But that is still risky. Now to me, the easier one, if there was enough juice, is do a 270, 260 put spread, because then you're using 2 ref low. I'll be using 2 ref low as my protection. For me, no doubt, that area right here is the one that is worth buying the dip for sure. It's a back up the truck moment, because you had this high that was resistant, and then easily, yeah, it's go. So eventually, can it come back there and check? I think so. Okay, I think so, because that was the previous high, right? And then it got up there again, and then it gapped above it and keep on running. Gap. It was one of those gap and go. So eventually, if there's a market correction, can it come all the way back there? Hey, a lot of time gaps get filled much later, right? Much later. And that's it. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of trading today, to be honest. Why? FOMC Powell will be speaking this afternoon. I don't see him doing anything or expect him to do anything as far as um, rate cuts. What he say about future rate cut is what probably will move the market. If he walk back, talk up inflation's worry again, and talk about, oh, we thought about, cutting rate in May, in June, but now it might not happen until September. Who knows what he's gonna say? But he can move the bond market, and of course, then it will move the stock market and gold and crypto. Who knows? It can be a wild afternoon. So my plan is to basically trim on things that are popping to reduce risk, because who knows what's going to happen after 2:30, right? After 2 o'clock. So be careful. Today is a day that there could be a lot of whiplash action. Stay